Morning driver, Frankfurt awaits your arrival. You'll be at the controls of a DVBR 406 ICE3M on this full-length northbound high-speed passenger service, making stops at Mannheim, Hauptbahnhof and Frankfurt am Main Flughafen. Please allow passengers to board here before departing. Alright then, if I must. See Pisa me and Seafarer? Is he my boss? No, he isn't my boss. So you got the publishing arm and the development arm. So he sits in the publishing arm, I sit in the development arm. We do work very closely together. I got lots of respect for Doug. Doug's works on all sorts of projects. So he was one of the main men behind advertising. I don't know if you guys remember Burnout Paradise City. I can't remember what it was called now, but he did in fact I think he did all of the Burnout series. So he was one of the people that came up with the original advertising concept. So the original advertising concept for Burnout was just people messing about, playing, you know, doing silly races and getting in each other's way and doing all sorts of stuff, and that was kind of his concept. So Doug's an amazing guy. Burnout Paradise, is that what it was, Peachlick? You want more Burnout? That's not really his thing these days. I think he worked on Need for Speed as well. Thank you, Migato. I wasn't particularly happy with my answers, if I'm honest, but they were okay. DTG continues Burnout. Well, you know, Burnout Remastered came out, so it kind of has been modernised at least, although not by us, obviously.
AFB. AFB.
That was an expect reduced speed signal we passed at the exit of the station. You didn't have to turn on LZB Peachlick, it turns itself on. So what you're looking for, at some point up here, is that board. That board is where LZB turns on. You see the wire starts from there. Tyron, the headlights on the 143. I can pass on your feedback. Trontorge, you worked 5 years in a very, very related niche. You've yet to be identified by anything more than a small local newspaper. Oh, wow. It takes a lot, to be honest, to get started. There we go. LZB is just tripped in, which means that now AFB can go all the way up. Set that to 50 kilonewtons. Yeah, you don't turn on LZB, Peachlick. Francois, yes, I will do some CSX. Am I streaming tomorrow? I think I'm streaming tomorrow. I can't remember now. If I'm streaming tomorrow, I'll do some tomorrow, definitely. I don't know about complicated to drive, EC. I mean, it's basically driving itself at this point. One of the problems with doing bright lights in the game at the moment is if you do bright lights, they look terrible during the day but good during the night. Or you can have bright lights that look good during the day and terrible during the night because they react. The light reacts differently. Unless you do two sets of lights and then crossfade between the day brights to the night lights, it's just, yeah, it's tricky. Right, so we are starting at Karlsruhe. So next station stop is Mannheim. So this is the fastest leg. We'll be up to 280 kilometers an hour. You make model railroad primarily for Scandinavia, no hams for the rest of Europe. Oh, nice. Can I ask the company name, John Dowd? Feel free to say no. Yeah, if you're colourblind, it is a bit tricky, EC. Oh, Norwegian Model Railroad. Okay, it's not a company I'm aware of, but right, we should get a kick up to 200 now. Yep, there it goes. 9.9 kilometers until the next. Increase the throttle back up to 50. Maybe the colours can be configurable for the HUD. Or it could just, you know, in somewhere like TSW, what I could do is we could put something in the top corner of the screen which tells you next aspect in words. Throttle's maxed out now. We're up to 200 kilometers an hour or thereabouts. Or letters, yeah. Letters are tricky because they tend to be abbreviations of English words. So you'd have to localise the letters and the abbreviations then. So a symbol's probably better. As long as you've got a different symbol so that it's visually different, not just by colour. Le Shark, thank you very much for the host. Welcome to the Shark's viewers. It's the same problem with words, because expect stop is probably about 3 pages long in German. Is the train's fob really far forward? I'm not sure, Ben. Halt Uerten. Oh, that's not too bad, is it, Eric? That's not bad at all. Just had another great session on Somerset. Nice one, LeShark. Glad you enjoyed. Catch you later. Trying to remember which one expands the most. It's not German. I think it might be Russian. Can't remember which one it is. Well, one of them expands most things much, much longer. Because I've been doing localization on TSW and trying to figure out how to paste things in so they still fit in the space allowed. 42 kilometers for Mannheim. Gosh darn it, you hear Matt's ICE go CIFA, so you hit the Q key, not even driving a loco that says CIFA. Don't! Mind you, what's the worst that can go wrong, eh? Your loco going CIFA, CIFA, and you're going, what? No, that's obviously in the game. That'd probably be worst. That happens way too much. Tyrant, you enjoy TSW and Rose Ignored? It's very well done. Thank you very much, Tyrant. I'll pass that on to the team. Definitely they'll appreciate it. .5 kilometers. It's got counting down now. Yeah, KS means combined signals, Fabdiva. Wiesenthal. Shut up, Sifa. There's the 280 kilometers an hour. There it goes. Speed's kicked in. Accelerating up to 280 now. Hey there, Stephen Jam, how's it going? We agreed we wouldn't tell him, Moggy. We'll get to 280 kilometers an hour eventually. Get a big round of GGs for Stephen Jam, folks. He's doing a fantastic job looking after the YouTube channel. Big thank you to Stephen. $271. CFOP. By the way, Stephen, did you see that I put the clip montages in their own playlist at the bottom of the list? Right, we're counting down 8.9 kilometers. That's to a 250 limit. This time in 2 weeks you'll be in Nappyville, Moggy. Excellent. Okay, will be Nappyville's loss. Nasty. Or you leave it. Right, slowing down for the 250. Oh, snap. No trouble at all, Stephen. Schoolwork definitely comes first. But I just thought I'd put them front and centre on the page just to give them a bit more exposure. Right, coming up on a 190. Right, I want to cut power now because we don't need it, because we're slowing down for Mannheim at the moment. We're going to get slowed down again shortly. 5 kilometers now for a 100 kilometer hour drop. Just under 2 kilometres till this reduction. There we go. It's bringing us down. Although we've got a massive little bumping uphill here, that's going to slow things down. Is it Omar this weekend? Maybe, Ben, maybe. I'll be going up to Mum and Dad's this weekend, so maybe so. And the last time I was there, we think we've finally found out what causes the problem with the that board that stops working all the time. So hopefully we won't see that problem anymore. Hey Dash, how's it going? How's it been signalling disabled? I didn't acknowledge that. Never mind. You've had some very disparaging words from family members about your beard that's grown since you've been ill, so you're going to leave it on for a few more days, as you should. I keep forgetting to acknowledge when LZB switches off. Yeah, it's a loose wire, as I thought it probably would be, Ben. Dad went fiddling around with wires and found one that wasn't tight. We did it up. Suddenly it all sprang into life. Alright, 40 km/h limit now. So we're under PZB control. Hey Dash, how's it going? You've had a stressful day, that's not good. That is not good. We need to do something about that. Oh, that's cool, you see. Got up to 50. No, there's no button for the low tone horn, I'm afraid, Blessed. You'll have to use the control itself with the joystick. So I'm going to lose points for not quite being fast enough here, but never mind.
RFB. RFB.
Right. How many stations left? I think it's just to the airport, isn't it? Yeah, just to the airport. Not got any restriction in place, so we can go up to 50. It's Frankfurt Airport, Fabdiva. Just seen there's a 40 limit coming up. Right, second half of the leg as we head west out of Mannheim is maximum 200 kilometers now. That's the sign for 100 kmh. Yeah, I've heard about the problems with the 800s on the ECML, B. Harrison. Good evening, Sinks. Thank you very much for joining. Glad you enjoyed. $100. Should click over to LZB shortly. $120. There goes LZB. It went on and then went straight off again. And it just went off again. What's going on? 160. Oh, nice. More from Medway Valley tomorrow, Stephen. Excellent. I've broken the entire German ICE system. Yep, that's me. Although there's no wire, so there wouldn't be any LZB here, so that's really odd. We can't exceed any further and go any faster than we are. Not until LZB comes in. Right, there's the cable. Hopefully it'll click in a minute. 200 km/h speed limit coming up, which I can't do without LZB. Come on, LZB. These are all these other joining lines that have got LZB signposts on them, but not the one I'm on. LZB enabled! Pushed forward all the way. Johnny, so getting the new catenary for GWML off of TSW non-CS Classic? No. No, they're very, very different. Just not even assets, they're just very different systems. Right, we're accelerating. We're back under LZB control now, so we're accelerating up to 200 kilometers an hour. I was starting to think that myself, Diva, but we appear to have rescued. It's 200 kmh pretty much all the way to Frankfurt now. Oh no, except when it drops to 160 apparently. Ox and Bucks, welcome. In fact, it's dropped to 90 now. Oh yes, this is, I know where we are. Are you part of RPG, Stephen Jam? The Twitch thing. Seven and a half kilometers, probably around 2 kilometers out, it'll start slowing us down. Well, I guess you can make all new 3D art, Johnny M, but that'd be a big job. Mr. Jeff, how are you doing? Cheers, you're a city boy. $5.5K. Yeah, doing very well, Jeff. Doing very well. Went to the West Somerset Railway Monday and Tuesday, on Tuesday, and yeah, that was cool. Walking around the West Somerset Railway virtually while being on Minehead Station. Right, I'm going to cut power because we're slowing down now. Difference between the various anti-aliasing settings. Which ones, Ox and Bucks? Do you mean in TSW or do you mean in TS 2018? Yeah, at some point down here, LZB switches off. Descending to the 90. Should be another board, I think, which is LZB crossed out. There it is, isn't it? Yep. Round this rather tight corner, which is done off of LZB. Built with gaming rig and haven't been having some fun. No, nice. So, I can't remember exactly what the mechanic is for the different techniques. You can Google it, but essentially you want to have, if you will look at the bottom settings of the SSAA super sample anti-aliasing, so you want those. If you've got a super growl, if you've got your machine is super powerful, if it's not, then avoid the SSAs, but go as high as you can until you get to the SSAAs. Yes, so screen sampled anti-aliasing will hurt your computer. Speed limit is now 140, so I'm going to. Oh, in fact, we're back on LZB, so. Yeah, what I'd do is I'd go with everything except the SSAA and see what your frame rate is, and then just start going more and more and more on the SSAA until you find the frame rate is not where you want it anymore, because SSAA 3x3 requires fairly meaty hardware. But if you're running a 1080 Ti, for example, I imagine it'll run 3x3 with its eyes closed. Right, we're accelerating back up to 200 kilometers an hour now. You got 1080, not a 1080 Ti. Even so, you should be able to get a comfortable 2x2, if not up to 3x3. It runs fine with 3x3 on a 1080, does it, Danny? Excellent. I've got a 980 Ti. I think I normally run with 2x2 when I'm not streaming. Right, pushing up to 200 kilometers an hour now. Anyone else notice that with those headphones on, Matt's head looks the same as Robocop's when he had his helmet off? Is that in the new Robocop film? I've not a newer one. I've not seen that yet. Matt is in fact Robocop. Darn it, baked bean kid! Stop giving away all my secrets. Hey there, Dandaman. How's it going? Let's see here. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. It's just not convincing. I mean, if I came up to me and I said that, I'd probably go with me, but more out of pity than anything else. Hey there, catching exceptions. I'm more the evil genius who sits in a chair stroking a cat. I could live with that life, actually, Ed, if I'm honest. I could live with that. No, sort of a tortoise shell one, Danny, with white feet. See you later, I'm Hankum. The cat which keeps laying on the space bar, yeah, really. Hey, Nico278, how you doing? How are we doing anyway? Just under 30 kilometres left to go on this journey. We're heading up to the airport. Someone did actually ask me a while back when I first streamed this. They said, "Does this include the airport?" And I honestly didn't know the answer, but yeah, the answer it does. Turns out it does. Tell you what, this speed, it doesn't bleed off quickly the distance. Does feel kind of cheaty though. Did I ever play RoboCop on the Spectrum? I can't remember. Play the Sega Mega Drive version. Right, distance is coming down now. Tap down to 160. How did WSR go? Went very well, Dan the Man. Thank you. This is the big problem with high-speed routes, Dashdig, because in theory I could stop anywhere and want to look at the scenery, but in actual fact most people won't, and they'll just blast past it. So it ends up meaning that a high-speed route doesn't take much less time, because you still have to make it look good. I'm surprised with this whole thing going on. I mean, I've never actually heard the Baby Shark song. I am surprised, I'm assuming that's the one you're referring to, Danny. I'm really surprised that no train enthusiast has come up with the Baby Train song. Choo 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 choo. Closest I've managed to get to the Baby Shark song is you can ask Alexa. Good, it's muted. You can ask Alexa to do it. It's funny. Because half the time she says, no, I've had enough. Even I could reach my limits. Oh yeah, I haven't got any thumbnail images today. Thank you very much for reminding me. Oh, Dan. Stephen will be on my case. Can we do it, do you think? Oh yeah, we did it, baby. Right, we're dropping speed now to 168. 160. Scotsman, you got a Google Home? Yeah, I've not tried that yet. I've got 4 of the Alexas around the house. They're very good. Oh, I see. It's dropped to 160 for this curve, and then it'll speed back up again once we get past the curve. That makes sense. .6 kilometers. Right, so we're speeding up, but in 6.3 kilometers we're slowing down again. You want an Amazon Echo? Yeah, that's the Alexa one. Yeah, Francois. Was it an Echo or an Echo Dot? The Echo is the one I've got. It's a decent size. The sound quality is superb. Bless, do I still work on TS? No, I work on TSW. So I built a prototype of the 64-bit TS months and months ago to prove it would work, Steven Jam. I didn't actually make it run, but I proved that we could get all the libraries working, but none of that's been used in what's been done, so that's just all new works. No, I've not done any of that. All I did was prove it could be done. Lunchtime projects, essentially. I gave myself the task of trying it out, and then CSX Heavy Hall got really busy, and so I had to stop. Not that what I'd done was much good, to be honest. It was enough to prove a point, but not a lot else. Robbie Anson, thank you very much for the host. Welcome to Robbie Anson's viewers. Yeah, it was just before March. It was sort of January, February time, Ed. Still got to continue slowing down to 100 kilometers an hour. Only 5 kilometers left to go now. Have I got TS60 on my computer? Not at the minute, no. Well, no, I have an old version of it, but not the current one. Not what I'm running, it's in a different folder. Oh, spin ties is amazing, isn't it, Rob? I don't know the answer to how many people are still running 32 at OS and play TS. I know the number is very small. Is spin tires cross-platform? I don't think so. Just use AFB at the moment to hold the speed. Yeah, the 64-bit TS should be fully compatible with 32-bit. Oh, we've got an LZB again. Ooh, what's the new DLC, Rob? Dropping down to 80 kilometers an hour in readiness to stop. Chris, thank you very much for the cheers. Good evening. How are you doing? Yeah, we went past Hockenheim, Red Devil Dom. That was on the first leg up to Mannheim from Karlsruhe. Yeah, the new Valero D is still in red development, Koplopamo. Yeah, doing good, Chris. Good trip down to West Somerset Monday, Tuesday. Looking forward to the Autumn Steam Gala now at the West Somerset. Go back down there and have another look around and catch up with those of you that are going to be there. I think based on your poll earlier on, Stephen Jam, the 59, I clearly need to run the 59 some more at some point because the that was wildly the most popular. Ooh, can you drop that in a message in a whisper, Rob, so I can look at it later on? Thank you. What do we get? 784. Well, that's pitiful. Pitiful. Never mind. I didn't see that. Was that a sliver or is that... That's not a sliver, is it? Oh, 784. That would be a sliver, yeah.